Qatar's Prime Minister says negotiations between Hamas and Israel have stalled, though it is working through issues between the parties. Qatar is playing a mediating role and has been trying to secure a ceasefire deal in Gaza.
With respect to the ongoing negotiations, I informed His Excellency the latest developments. Regretfully, the negotiations are facing some ups and downs. At the moment, the negotiations have been struggling. We are doing our best to iron out all the obstacles. We are also doing our best to have a swap deal reached.
Well, meanwhile, in Gaza City, an Israeli warplane has attacked a group of Palestinians gathering at a location where they could connect to the internet. At least 7 Palestinians were killed and 20 others injured. It happened in the Sheikh Radwan neighborhood. A tent had been set up there for those trying to access the internet. There's spotty cell service throughout the territory, and Palestinians often have to gather at a single point where the connectivity is stable. Well, let's speak to Tariq Abu Azoum. He's on the ground for us in Rafah and southern Gaza. Tariq, as we've been reporting, there have been very intense strikes over the last few days. And now this. Talk us through what's been targeted.
Yes, the Israeli military has been carrying out clear intensification of the military attacks across the Gaza Strip. One of the latest had targeted a group of Palestinians who were seeking to reach an internet connection in the northern part of Gaza. But generally, the situation is really dire across many areas in the territory, in particular in Al-Nusayrat refugee camp. Now, what is happening there is a clear reminder about similar scenarios that other areas in Gaza Strip had been widely invaded and had been completely become under the Israeli attack. But we have been seeing that the attacks and confrontations are still raging on the vicinity of the recently established corridor in the middle area that splits between the northern part and the southern sector of Gaza. But what we have been hearing from residents in Al-Nusayrat refugee camp is that they have been hearing constant bombardment. One of them had been saying that bombardment does not stop in hourly basis as residential houses become completely under attack, a number of agricultural land being directly targeted, and more casualties among civilians have been recorded in the past 24 hours, where generally across the territory, as Gaza's health ministry said, that 89 Palestinians have been injured till now without any let-up in fighting, while in Rafah, in the far most city in the territories, the situation is relatively calm, but it has been recently an activation for the Israeli military surveillance drones and fighter jets on the sky of this very densely populated area, which clearly signifies for further potential military strikes that could be carried out within the past few hours.
Tariq Abu Azoum there with the very latest for us from the ground from Rafah in the Gaza Strip. Thank you, Tariq.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.